in earlier today just to do a rough draft, and I realised it wasn't going completely how I wanted it to, because I had done my messy draft on top of my rough draft. I was like, why is it not working? So I'm just going to get rid of my sensor bar. This is what we're working with. I'm just gonna change the color of my thing to be a brighter color. I'm probably going to go down to pencil or something a bit smaller, just to give me more to be working with. But I've already got, as you can see, a rough sketch. I'm just going to add more in on a different layer. Still want to keep it chibified. So nice round chubba cheeks. Make them look nice and cute, because I love the cute look. And we're just gonna keep going like that. I did like how the flower buns came out, so I might keep those, but I probably want to give it slightly thinner lines. And then give her a neck, and then a bit more torso, just more 3D looking, so it doesn't end up looking too flat in the end. Kind of smoothish lines, just to keep with the back one. A bit weird. You flip the canvas. I do find it easier drawing in a certain way. That still ended up a bit weird. Ignore what I said. There we go. And we're gonna do circle arms, circle shoulders. Then we know where our shoulders are gonna be. And then where the booba gonna be. And like I said in the first video, it was my character's gonna be a Alarun or Alrune. I can never pronounce it correctly the first way around. It's a German word. There's a book about it, and I think the original was a bit of a weird creation, but I'm gonna go with like the D&D kind of universe. What you call it? Like creation of the character, because the other one's a little weird. But we're just going to say she's a D&D kind of character. But not D&D, because I don't want to get copyright striked. So she's a monster girl more than anything. And what that means for her is that she is part plant. The part plant that she is her entire bottom half. So you've got a beautiful girl coming out of the top, from the waist up, and then from the waist down, she is a flower. And again, I'm getting used to talking to myself. It's the evening now, so I don't even have my housemate downstairs with me. So it's strange but interesting. There we go, give her her hands. And I might even just simplify the hands, to be honest. I might have made this too detailed. Just need little chunky fingers. Oh, nope. Yeah, kind of like that. And same on this side. Give a 1, 2, 3, 4. Normal amount of fingers. Make them a little chunky, just to keep them kind of chibi style. I might go back in with that other hand and make it less detailed, or make it a bit smaller, just so it kind of fits. Yeah. That's just too skinny. I want a chibi, it's gotta be chibi chubby. Chibi's gotta be a little chub. That's good. Although, does that look weird? That might be a little weird, but we'll see. I might change it later. See how I feel. I did kind of want it a bit closer to her face. Oop. So I'm gonna, in fact, erase all of this, all of this, all of this. Because if there's one thing that's been drilled into me from a long time ago, is it's okay to delete your art. It's okay. Things happen. You live, you learn. And redrawing it, you can make it a hell of a lot better. So don't be afraid to redraw, because you might actually be making something way better than what you originally had. And if you're too busy holding on to that, you're not going to improve. You got to delete your art. Delete your art. Sometimes completely, sometimes just little bits of it, just to kind of see if you prefer a different direction where it's going. Just check in. I want to have something. I can see it, so hang on. I might put that. It's not going to go there. I'm still very new to this, so I won't be able to see stuff going on, but I'm not sure if it's actually going to be working, so we'll see how it goes. Right then, so I am actually a lot happier with how that hand turned out. 1, 2, 4. Thumb's going to be hidden. Just going to give it some bumpy bumps. And the final finger. Back into it. Yeah, that's better. And this one, use the lasso tool. Let's see if it'll look nicer, a bit more like that, so it's like she's leaning on the petal a bit. Yeah, I'm liking how that's looking. And then I haven't fully fleshed out how I want her to look, so this is very much a, I kind of decided I wanted to stream and just jumped into it rather than really worrying too much about it. But I know she's going to have lovely big flower buns. So keep those rough because I've already drawn them with the other one. I just wanted to change it up a bit. Oh, nope. There we go. Lovely job. Little wispy floaty bits. And then where do I want her face to be? So chibi faces there, usually giant eyes. And she's going to have ears around here. I kind of want them pointed just to keep with the sort of Monster Girl look. And that means that normal eyes would be about here, but her eyes are going to probably stay where I had the original line, really. But to keep it, I know that it's a 3D object. And roughly place where the eyes are going to go. I might even want them a bit bigger. Make them ginormous. The biggest eyes that you ever did see. Then kind of a hint of a nose. Just draw a little button for now. And then her mouth. Here we go. That's looking pretty alright. Adding eyebrows. Adding eyelids. Folds of the eyelids, which kind of were already there where I drew the circles. And then the eyes, I want them looking up at us, so half of it's going to be cut off. But you're not going to have the full circle. It's going to be looking up and across. Looks like she's turned down from us a little bit. For some eyelashes, again, just roughly placing them. There we go. We're on our way to creating our cute monster girl. The temptation to also have her with like a tiny little smile and then maybe some extra bits that you don't see, so that she then ends up having big teeth and like a little wide jaw, so she's like a Venus flytrap sort of thing. It's very, very tempting. But again, that'll be more when I give her more expression. Just gonna zoom. I'll give her some little cute little lips. And a rough placement of where the shine will be. Rough placement of where her iris will be. Again, it's going to be looking up, so all of this is probably going to end up shaded in. Just want to make sure I get it roughly in the right area. There we go. Nice. Very good, very good. So, now for her hair. I'm not entirely sure how I want her hair. Might want her eyes a bit bigger. Let's see if I end up with a little. There we go. And even probably want the shine to be a flower shape, just to keep a flowery theme going on all the way through. Now I can either give her some swoop, make it seem like the vines of something as her hair, which could look cute. And then like tuck behind, because then it would be like her hair is tucked up into these big flowery buns. Or I could give her hair that's closer to her head. Closer to her head, so it's like following this line, this being like her center parting, kind of originating from there, kind of give it a rough outline of where the hairline will be. That's the point, just to double check I've had my mic going. How embarrassing would that be? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Just a moment of panic being like, oh, imagine if I was muted this entire time. That could be a bit embarrassing. Oop. Change the song. And then, yeah, either give her bangs that kind of cover these little side ones that kind of come around the frame, her face like this. But go up into something like this. And then have these kind of like leaf petals, like leaves, being what covers the rest of her hair. But give it some textury stuff, potentially, which could look cute. Or if I add it onto another layer, just have her also with like short hair. Oh, hang on. Boop. Short hair. Looks like she's got these as like meatball buttons. Kind of like the ones where they're close to her head though. Honestly. Might keep it like that, so keep it like she's a leaf person. Leaf hair. Flower person. So then that's a bit more unique. I haven't really seen anyone else do that. And hopefully that it's easier to keep her consistent with drawing. Yeah, and you can still see her little ear poking out. A little bit of extra hair at the back just to give her more volume to her head. Yeah, it's looking alright. Again, this is just a rough sketch, so this isn't how she's going to fully look. Until I get my liner sorted. And as for clothes, I'm thinking of giving her either a jewel or something here that drops down. And it's like something dangling. That'd be quite cool. And something else dangling. Maybe something pearly. Bum. And I want to kind of keep the top half somewhat skin tight so you can tell that she's a person coming out of a flower rather than be like, oh yeah, have it all super duper floaty everywhere. Because how would you tell where she stops and the flower beginning? You could just be like, oh, well, the flowers are part of the dress. I do want to keep it fairly skin tight for now. Don't know if I want to make that lacy, ruffly, something just kind of to add some airiness to it. And then maybe some more dangly bits around these bits of her arms. And then either make those and either puff out into like balloon top half arm things, which could look cute, or continue it down and then give her something flowy here just to keep it. A bit floaty, but also not too floaty. Like that. Mayhaps. Hello. La la la. Maybe. And would she need a necklace or anything? Nah. I'm not too happy with that one actually. I might rub it out. See if there's anything else. I don't know if I then want her to have some bracelets or other jewelry just to kind of add some similarities, like keeping it with some pearls or something. Maybe not even pearls, but maybe, oh yeah, actually, you can have little flower charms. There we go, little flower charms. Yeah, and then how do I want it to sit? How do I want this to sit on her arm? Again, do I want to give her really long hair? But then that might get covered by the flower. Now let's focus on the flower itself. What do I want to do? But I do kind of want to make it look sort of like a skirt. I might change the color again to more of a blue just to differentiate. So imagining it as like a huge skirt that's furred around like she's sitting down. I think, yeah, she's actually the flower. She's the plant. Actually, I want to want to keep it fairly in the canvas. I want this to be a thing I can go back to. I'm just gonna move that around a bit. See, and then have that one like that. That one like that. There we go. Flip it. This is another layer, so it doesn't matter so much because I'm not gonna about the other stuff I've done. So for center point is around here. We have this one leading down into it from there. This one leading here. That one leading there. It is all kind of linked. Should have one at the back here. And then another one. Here, and then you probably won't see the one that's like right at the back unless I did have it, which is kind of framed by the final one. But then pardon me. Sorry, I had to take a sip of tea. My voice is still recovering. Yeah, so I can either have a final one like this, but then that's going to be a lot bigger than these other ones around it. So I don't think, we'll just imagine that the last one would be behind her, kind of like this. So in certain angles, you'd probably see it, but for the most part, we won't be seeing it. Keep it something like that you get the gist of it. But on the whole, you're only going to see like these parts, that part, and that part of like another petal that's behind. I'll erase the rest, make my rubber bigger. Na, 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 na. So yeah, I can't stay up too late because I do have work again tomorrow. But I wanted to try and do a slightly longer stream than the one from earlier. Because the one earlier I only managed to do about 20 minutes. If that. I'm not sure if it was even that. Yeah. Again, gonna have. I don't know whether I want it where it's like so her hips end about there. Like, do I want it that she's a plant that has a point like this? And that's where all her tendrily bits come from. They poke up and through. Or do I just want it like that would still be a good point for her hips to be. But then imagining that as a girl. Just kind of kneeling as if she's floating in space, or then having something else come off, become a tendril like that, maybe. Maybe. Another one up here. But again, do I want them really thick tendrils? Do I want them thinner? Or do I just want to back. Or do I just want to add in a bunch more flower petals? Make it seem like she's just in a bed of petals. But then there's not as much. Need to still have it coming from the same point so it doesn't end up looking too messy. And then too many and it can still look messy because now that's kind of muddying up. No, I don't want a new one. Decisions. Let's see. I'm trying to keep them somewhat. I don't need to sneeze again. Hang on. There we go. I zoom out. Yeah, that could work. Could work. These more like that, so it's more like she's in them. Maybe. And then yeah, still tendrils coming out. Don't know if I want them to be slightly spiky or give them like a bit more of a texture to them. I don't want to end up having all these ones on this side going this way and all these ones on this side going this way because I know it makes it look symmetric, but also makes it look a little boring. But also if I do any other things, I don't end up liking how they look. You know what, I might skip the tendrils for now. I'm not sure if I like how I get them to look. Might add something later, maybe as a background more. But for now, so that's the one we had before. A bit simple. I did like how the flowers turned out, but for now, I'm going to go back in. I go back to that watercolor brush. I can find it. Is it that one? Nope. Watercolor round. I think that was it. But I'm going to go a lot smaller than I did. Before I ended up going with a really thick brush, and even though I do want to make it kind of chibi and easy, I'm not sure if that's the way I'm going today. Again, depends on how your art mood is feeling. Sometimes you want to do a more simple drawing, sometimes just like, nah. Today I will draw something a bit more complicated. Ooh. I'm just gonna go do a bunch of outlines. Or actually, I want to do hair on a different layer. So I think that's another thing I did before that. I was like, I never do that. Why was I doing that? Because I did it all on one layer, all line art on the same layer, and I was like, hang on, I don't usually do that. Why am I doing it right now? Yeah. Then earlier this evening, my housemate was watching this show with her boyfriend. I think it's called The Orville. It's very Star Trek. It's quite interesting. Like, I haven't watched it from the beginning like they have, but catching random episodes and being like, what is going on? Because it's again Star Trek kind of, where they go to different planets, trying to help these planets. They're part of like a union thing that's just there to observe or help. And then obviously run into some issues, run into some problems. But the one that was on earlier, it's like they went to a planet that was 21st century kind of technology, all that jazz, but it was run on a point system. And the point system was very much based like our social media culture. So it's like, oh, if you got caught in public doing something that they considered bad, in quotation, like not giving up your seat to a pregnant lady, even though you didn't notice that there was a pregnant lady behind you, you'd be pretty much put on public trial. Which, interesting concept, terrifying concept. I would not want to live in a society like that. Like, I know ours has the social media culture, but at least we don't. Sorry, I had to cough again. At least we don't fully put people on trial. Like, their entire justice system was based on this kind of master feed. And pardon me again, sorry, I'm gonna have to drink another cup of tea. Yeah, my voice really is not having it today. So I might not talk as much because it's really tickling my throat. I'll probably have some medicine after this, just to make sure I'm okay for work tomorrow. It's not been too bad all day. I think it's just because I am talking that's exacerbating it. There we go. Boing, 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 boing. Oop. Then that bit actually gets covered by a leaf or a petal. Or actually, yeah, pull that. In fact, I'll probably want these a bit thinner as well. Nice. Just gotta give it more, bit of a line weight to it. Ooh. Hopefully without fully erasing that. Looking alright. And then I'll say that, I'm going to zoom out, have another sip of tea because, oh my goodness. Then get rid of that layer. Maybe bring that down a bit. Oop. Right. I'm gonna do that there. And then probably gonna I did say I wanted to do the hair on a different layer, so yeah, I'll leave that. Just do the hand. See what I mean by making the fingers chubbier? Because then with a thicker line, you can still see the detail rather than it just kind of becoming line after line. Like if I did them really thin, I'd end up being like that, which could look cute, but I want them to still have some definition to them. Say that. Like that. Or does that look weird? That might look weird. Yeah, that looks really heckin' weird. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. I'm really struggling with fingers today. They're the one thing that's just not liking me at this moment in time. Again, might just leave it at that. Might go in and erase a bit. Just to make them hopefully not look completely like little sausages. So for that, I'm going to make them look a hell of a lot more like sausages. Jeez. Sorry again. I'm hacking up a lung here. Jesus. Yeah, I think that's making them just look more and more like sausages. What the heck? What the heck? Okay. Once again, let us delete our art. Just get rid of that completely and try again, because that just was not the vibe. And that started at a slightly different point than where I actually put my pen down. Might just go in with the edge pen for a second. Actually, I want to start from the other side. See if it's just the way I've laid them out here. Just making them look weird. And edge pen is quite good for getting a good layout. Fingers. Hmm. 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 I'm deciding whether or not I want to keep it like that. Let's see. Going close. La, 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 la. Mm-hmm. And is it just because I need to go from the other side to get if this still doesn't work, I might just leave that hand in there and come back to it when I'm in a better drawing mood. Yeah. They still just look like sausages. What am I doing wrong that I don't usually do? Do 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 do. Might get back to do 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 do. Right, so that there, that there. Mm. Do, 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 do. Mm. That might have to do again, at least for now. Oh, shush. Shush, shush, shush. No. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's better. At the very least, it's better. Mm, maybe. Mm-hmm. Oh, ba, ba, ba. Yep. So now to do the hair. On me. La, la, la. Again, I might redo this in my own time to draw it with thinner lines and see how well that goes. Oops. Nope. That might be something somewhat equal to the other side. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Oh, or those ones are way lower down. Oh, did I do those lines a lot thinner as well? I did those lines a lot thinner. Okay. Cool. Ah, well. Oop. So what I'm going to try and do is have thick outlines for everything and then thin inlines and see how well that looks. And then if I don't like it, like I said, I'll redo it and do it with just the usual pen that I use for other stuff. And see how well that goes. So now just to outline petals. Nope. Oops. La, la, la. Mm-hmm. What else? What else? What else? Honestly, it's quite late at night. I'm going a bit brain dead, so sorry I'm not too talkative. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Just gonna go to a BRB. Okie dokie. Oops. Don't want to show that. Bum, bum, bum. Oop. Yeah. I was thinking of also maybe next D&D session that I do with my friends. At the moment, I'm a half bard, half orc bard. But if we did a homebrew session, I think it'd be quite fun to play as an Alrune or Alrune. Then I could be like druid, but literally be a plant or being able to talk to plants or what have you. I feel like I'd get a good buff for that. So try and read that line. Not a smooth. Still not a smooth. Try to look at the canvas. There we go. Right. Whoop, get rid of this. So far, not too bad. I'll get rid of the excess lines. That will get covered like that. That covered by the hair. By there. That's covered by the hair. Oops, that is her finger. Oh, and I'm missing. Not that one. Missing the other petals. The hair petals. Like I said, you would see these ones at the back. See it going up behind her. And then I don't know if that would make it look like she's got extra weird bit of hair or what have you, but yes. So now I'm going to shrink my brush down probably to about an 8. How does that look? Yeah, that's not too small. And then I'm going to go in and do some of the details. To add to it. Then if anyone watches this, if you play D&D or want to play D&D, what character do you think you'd probably go as? Oh, and I'm doing that on the wrong layer. Ha ha ha. Delete, delete, delete. And in fact, even though that's the hair layer, I might want to do it on top because I know I'm going to be going over into this side to continue these around. But how about I do da 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 because I have another friend who is no longer playing as it because they couldn't carry on with the sessions for a while. But she used to play as a bugbear, which was quite fun because she could carry a whole lot of stuff, which made life a lot easier in game because I do Dungeon Master wanted to try and implement weight limits. So it's like whatever your character's species could carry is what your character could carry. It's interesting, but we're still fairly new at the game. So trying to implement that and be like, wait, can I carry these extra things? And be like, nope, not allowed. Made it less fun, so we kind of gave up on that. But it was still a very interesting concept to attempt. Am I doing too many lines? Is this going to make it? I'll leave it for now. Nope. Oh, nope. 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 Oh, I'll go back. Go back. Okay. Yeah, that's working. That's moving and schmoving. There we go. There we go. There we go. Then doing the same on that side. Oops. Just as though it's facing away from us. Another. Or I might even go back up to 50. Go back down to the hair one. Because see, that makes it look a bit weird. I might carry that one around. And then actually get rid of that bit. Oops. Oh, that was part of that one. Whoops. Dang. Dang, dang, diggity dang, 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 diggity dang. Oops. Yeah. Move it further down. Move it out. even see if I rotate that or something. I'm not 100% sure if I like how it looks. Ooh, hello. Why is that having a freak out? Mm-hmm. Maybe. And then, shalalala. This is what happens when you go in without a plan. It makes it kind of difficult to figure out exactly how you want things, but we persevere, we keep going. Eventually it'll make sense. And about anything. Yeah. And the only other thing I wanted to add in was like leafy bits to make the hair look like leaves, but I might again do another layer just because I know I'll probably mess this up. Just try and do it right from the get-go. But is this going to make these? Maybe if I add more. But then too much detail, that's going to look weird. Because my worry is these are now going to potentially look like feathers. I suppose it doesn't matter if I end up coloring them green or something. Does that look weird? Does that look weird? Looks a little weird. I think it mainly looks a little weird because that bit there. Maybe if I make it connect. Whoop. That's way too straight. Boop. 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 That might still be too weird for my liking. We'll see. We'll see. Now again, I'll do the face on a different layer because if I want to use this as my PNG, or I think there's too much detail and not enough of the face showing for it to be PNG. I think if I did want it to be the PNG, without having to do a front facing one, it still has the flowery things. Yeah, that bit's getting off. having it so I can have a mouth and the eyes that I can like close the mouth, open the mouth, sort of thing. Add sparkle eyes, change the expression. Maybe also have you have to have a an expression, and also a grr, angry, make me put on my angry brows and an angry expression. But yeah, that will be later on. Oops. Like that. There we go. So for now, this probably will just end up being kind of a, not exactly a ref sheet, but like a starting point for a ref sheet. Just to get the idea of what she looks like down. Because otherwise I'll procrastinate and put it off for ages. Because I know me, I'm going to do that. For them big old eyes. I'll even go in this above again. Just to make that look more like a petal. Or just a flower. Doesn't have to be a petal. There we go. Back in. Just with a teeny tiny mush. Nope. Like a little bit of a oops. Add another layer. Boom, boom, boom. Do, do, do. I like symmetry. I like having things look similar enough. There we go. A bit of this stuff dangling. Have those as like the little erase bits of it so it kind of looks similar. Or no, probably might go in with an even smaller brush, just a normal brush. Okay, that's going to attach there, that's going to attach there, that's going to be a very dainty hanging thing. Dainty, dainty, dangly, dingly, dangly. It's gonna have little large arms, all over it. Make it look very cute. Cute, cute, cute. Yeah, I might end up redoing this with a way thinner brush just so I can get better details in there. Because at the moment it's just not quite doing it for me. I do definitely prefer my details smaller. But then I do like the style. Like some people pull this style off very well where they've got the nice thick lines. It's very clean. I don't remember what the word for it's called, but there's definitely a word for it. It's a very clean style. A very big, simple lines, but it can be done really effectively by people who know how to utilize that. I am not one of those people, but I'd like to learn. Want to be able to do loads of different styles. Oh, sorry, I keep knocking the table as well, which probably is making an awful noise. There we go, that's the layer I want. It's going to go in. Got to add in her little lower lashes. Lower lashes. There we go. Looking cute. Looking adorable. Nope. 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 There we go. There we go. Want it that poofy? I don't think I want it that. I think I just want a vague sense of floaty floaty. Just makes it look like a butt. Don't want no butts. There we go. There we go. I keep saying there we go. Sorry if that's very annoying. La, 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 la. Yeah. A bit of booba. Oops. Little collarbone, little collars. Check to see how it looks. Probably keep the thick lines for her arms like here under, because I was thinking of making this like sheer looking fabric. And then I'll go back in with my smaller brush. And once again, like maybe add them in, going across with some small flower charms. Just to keep the flower theme going throughout the whole thing. Might even have like flower cutouts, depending on how sheer I make the fabric. Of those flowers on the edge of these sleeves. Again, this is very messy. This is very, like, not exactly a rough draft, but pretty, still pretty early draft. And I might change how I want the outfit to look. I might change her pose. See if I can find some decent references for it. Just so I'm not going completely blind into the process. Yeah, and then at that point, just to keep this flower thing going, maybe I do want a necklace with a choker, or a necklace with a flower on it. And that ended up looking like a very badly drawn flower that a child would do. Come on, we can do better. Yeah. And then have it. But obviously, this is going to be full body. Maybe give her a little cut out. And that's the reason why you can see the belly button. Or if that doesn't touch something. Big shaft. The bra harness. It's got flower charms going across it as well. Maybe. Because otherwise, yeah, that would just be floating there. And then the colors I want it to be will be similar. What was it? It was maybe it was 97 and 86. I've done 79 anyway. Amazing. There we go. So, just because the theme where just chatting screen is similar colors to this one, and then the up one is a very light pink. Hang on. Kind of that color. A little bit of that color. A little bit of a darker. Kind of going that color. Maybe, or is that too dark? That might be too dark. That might be too dark. That's more like it. Yeah, that's more like it. And then even lighter pink. I'm going more into the red pinks at that point. Then I've also got a bit of a tealy colour in the logo. Which is probably what I'd make the eye colour. just to make those stand out. Have them. Even though it's only a sliver of colour poking through because of how big the irises are, that would still be quite a nice colour. And then probably I want as a skin colour. I might even want it a bit darker. That's eyes. Yeah. More of a very pale purple. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this is just going to be pretty rough. I'm not going to be super duper. Whoop. Mm-hmm. Actually, I might want to be if I want to make this something that I can upload later. I want that sheer, I want that to be showing. Even if I go over the lines here, there's going to be stuff on top. Don't want to forget the belly. And that's gone 11 p.m. so I don't know if I'll have enough time to finish this off. At least try and get the skin and the flower color down. Maybe the hair color. Oops. So then I want flowers. Oh, what I want it this dark, I think. Maybe a lighter pink version of that one. Yeah. Again, I can always play around with the colors. These are all still quite bright as well, which I'm not sure if I want. It would help make her pop, but don't know if I want quite yet. Behind the skin layer. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that's. Oop. Might even give it to her as. Oops. Don't want that. If I put eyeshadow makeup. Keep doing that. Ah. Maybe make this the color of the gem. Maybe make this the color of the dress. Or do I want to make that the color of for the dress, the sleeves, or both? Oh, wait, no, I don't want to go on that layer. There we go. Just keep it similar colors to everything else. Or I might want to change the colors up to make her pop stand out more. Whatever needs to be. I'm not sure if I like this pink actually. It's a nice enough pink, but for her dress color, I'm not sure if it's it. I'm not sure if I'll like it like that. Yeah. Maybe. Maybe that color. That's a bit nicer. Yeah, I think her hair might be too bright a color. See, having that green makes it match her eyes, but then the flowers don't stand out much. Something out with her eyes, and then maybe clipping to only have the flowers. That really bright pink. Was it that one or was it that one? No, that was the kind of mixed one. This one I might go there with it. Yeah. Increase. Then have it. Then that makes more sense for her leafy bit of her hair to be more of a green colour. And then actual flowers to be this colour. Or maybe maybe more purple. Because yeah, I've got a very purple theme going on. And then do we want the same purple to be the purple of the flower? Because even if we don't, I can always just use the hue until I find one that I like the look of. I think I do want to keep it more in the purple to pink range. Otherwise it's just too contrasting. So you either have that as the brighter pink, or if it is a more purple, really darker purple, then that kind of matches her lipstick. It's less bright on the eyes. Makes her look a bit more intimidating. Maybe I want her to be an evil lady. Maybe she loves her poisons. Maybe that's how she ensnares her prey. Maybe. Oop. And add the pinks. Grab the rest. Yeah, I'm not sure about the puffy sleeves actually. I might make those less puffy. Just gonna finish colouring these in, and then I'll see how it looks, and then I may have to end it there because that's gone 11:30. I do have work, and I've got to get up early. Maybe I might at least use a faded eraser. These bits. Same on her thing body, just to show that that's under work. Oh, did I accidentally erase the? I think I did. Whoops. Oopsie daisy. if I erase them from there? Okay. La 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 la. Yeah. More green colors. Their skin. Blue, I think, just fades out too much, but green could work. Green could work. Obviously, it's changing the everything else on the page. Whoops, didn't mean to press it. Yeah. For now, it's looking all right. So I think I might end it there. Thank you, anyone who's stopped by. Good evening, good night, or good morning if you're heading off to work. But that's it for me. Bye bye.